Oh, good, you're here. Come on in. Did some research on Mar-A-Lago, the rich history of its previous and current owner, along with footage of the Defenders of Freedom Award event, which was held there just recently. Are you still there, or did you click forward? Anyways, for those of you that like a little history before the gossip, here we go.
There's a brand new treat in Post Street Pack.
Treat, that's my middle name.
It's Cornelius.
Cornelius, T for treat, sugar cold. I put the brand new treat in Post Treat Pack. They're my new Post sugar-coated cornflakes.
Are they sweeter by the handful?
Ah, you'll see.
Are they crisper by the bowlful?
Take it from me. Most any cereal is fine with me, as long as you spell it P-O-S-T. But sugar-coated cornflakes happen to be...
Wait, Cornelius. What about the other treats?
Right you are. All the treats in Post Treat Pack happen to be just a little bit better than any other cereal happens to be. Ask Mom to pick you up Post Treat Pack. 6 handy packs, 4 different cereals, sugar-coated rice crinkles, sugar crisp, alphabets, and my new Post sugar-coated cornflakes. Really, kids, I love them all, and so will you.
Post, the cereals that happen to be just a little bit better.
Most any cereal is fine with me, as long as you spell it P-O-S-T, 'cause all Post cereals happen to be just a little better, a little bit better, a little bit better than any other cereal happens to be.
Here's Charles Post. Before inventing Post cereals, Charles worked for Will Kellogg, who took over the family business, whose brother, a physician, who had a mission to invent nutritious food that would not only help replace meat intake, indigestion, and also help with the urges of making the bald man cry. Charles Post decided to fulfill his own vision after staying at the Kellogg's Battlefield Sanitarium for a while, a health resort that Henry Ford and Mary Todd Lincoln stayed for a long time among the rich. They offered lessons on eating veggie meals, offered artificial sunbaths, water and yogurt enemas, breathing exercises, fresh air, leave it alone, mealtime marches, hydrotherapy, and regular exercise. These services inspired Charles, and he tweaked the Kellogg's recipe after his stay, hence the name Postum, aka Post cereal. His first self-proclaimed miracle-type cereal was grape nuts. This here is Ella. Ella seems to have enjoyed traveling a lot. Here are a few photos of her possibly en route between Tokyo and Yokohama. If Ella saw what was going on today on these very beaches she visited, she'd be clutching her pearls. Those 2 mountains in the back seem to match. They didn't know exactly where this picture with this child was taken, but I think I found it. Considered the richest woman in the U.S. back then, Marjorie inherited her father, William Post's 20 million Postum cereal company he'd invented in 1895 as an alternative to coffee. Marjorie later in life married 4 times. First husband, Edward Bennett Close, a diplomat from Connecticut, married in 1905 and divorced in 1919, had 2 children. Second husband, Edward Francis Hutton, a financier and stockbroker, married in 1920 and divorced in 1935. Ella no esperó, pero so what? Joseph E. Davies, an ambassador to Soviet Russia under Stalin, married in 1935 and divorced in 1955. Herbert A. May, married in 1958 and divorced in 1964. Not much info, so I dug a tiny bit and found out that the surname May is associated with Clan Donald. Clan Donald, also known as Clan MacDonald. From 1960 to 1962, Mar-A-Lago's certificate of approval permit valuation, $148,600. During this 2-year period, Marjorie Post completed Mar-A-Lago's most substantial, organized, beautiful, badass building. I wish I could just walk through there for a second back in those days. It took a long time, but she got it done by 1927. Palm Beachers could set their calendars, and they knew it was party time. In March 1929 came their first of several circus benefits. There was a benefit party held for the Animal Rescue League as well. She was also known for welcoming underprivileged children with peanuts and hot dogs to a circus tent put up on her lawn. January 1965, Red Cross Ball. Marjorie reaches out to Rose Kennedy, a regular at Post Square Dance Night. Rose Kennedy wrote her hostess a note admitting she'd never Alemans left before squaring off at Mar-A-Lago. Escuchen esto. Kennedy wrote, "I have not had so many attractive dancing partners since I was a debutante." Oh. Even costume parties were held. This was a thing back then. Look. She made sure she whip out before donating it over to the government. Trump had offered $15 million, was denied, then years later bought her for $5 million and $3 million worth of furnishings to go with it. Then he bought the beach parcel for $2 million. Ivana had renovated and restored the home to look as if Miss Post still lived there. Trump absolutely loved it, and he said he felt like he was walking into a museum. Membership is only $200K. Say what? Bótalo. But if you don't have it, you can hang out, relax, but you can't stay. Like, you can't just show up and start doing all kinds of crazy stuff, you know? And so if you've been a member since 1995 at $200K, here are a few names out of the 500 plus members that can afford it. I'm not hating. Individuals such as James Patterson, he investigated Epstein. Former New England Patriots general manager Bill Belichick, he praised Trump for overcoming the evil media. Howard Stern, radio personnel, and his wife joined and bought a home near the Mar-A-Lago club they call heaven. James Dolan, who defends Trump, considers him a friend and controls the New York Yankees and married his wife at Mar-A-Lago in 2018. Longtime amigo who Trump granted the insurance contract for his Atlantic casino, George Norcross, an insurance executive and South Jersey Democrat boss, was also invited to Trump's wedding. New York Times bestselling author and Radio Hall of Famer Howie Carr and his wife became a member in 2017. He's had Trump sit in his radio show many times. It is your very own, yours truly, showcasing such an enchantment. If you didn't skip ahead to this part, it's okay. I appreciate you, appreciate me. The staff is equally eloquent. Who cleans that ceiling? The warm luminance showcases the ambiance of venerable spaces and anachronistic beauty. One may enjoy the meals, followed by a walk on the beach whilst taking in the splendor of the sun setting into the Floridian horizon. You look a little dizzy. Are you okay? I was floored upon entering a suite to showcase such masterful architecture. Oh, you really were floored. Who's washing all those dishes? I'm just wondering about the important things. Does 200K include breakfast, lunch, dinner, massages, all of that? It better. Too much. Porque if it doesn't, those meals can rack up very quickly. I just said that. It was a true honor to be there. I did it all for you guys. You're welcome. Oh, wow. Get to the good part. Now, the moment you did not skip forward for. You know they did. The Defenders of Freedom Award. Let's go. But I want to see the ballroom again.
On the night when the glass slipper shines, a fleeting moment felt just like a dream. In your eyes, I see the future clear. I want to believe, but I'm filled with fear.
Morning sun in the of gold. Dreams are born anew, hearts of steel unfold. America's tomorrow, we rise, we grow, in unity and hope, together we soar.
Well, we'll see what they're slowly coming around. It's still mostly the independents. Have you met with them?
I think I want to hold up the, and I want to send it to Darby.
Girl, have a great time. You enjoy.
Well, we're not going to show you the water. We're going to take the phone and, put my hands on the guns. My wife is similarly detained, and they traced into it because I stupidly had facial recognition. And then they gave me.
Morning sun in the east, over fields of gold. Dreams are born anew, hearts of steel unfold. America's tomorrow, we rise, we grow, in unity and hope, together we soar. From the mountains high to the oceans wide, we face the storms, we've turned the tide.
The supposing force that we are up against, and it is a very reality. They have not stopped, and they will not give up, and their responsibilities in our own ways and where we're at. We have to never give up. We have to get involved in this country.
Fields of gold, dreams are born anew, hearts of steel unfold. America's tomorrow, we rise, we grow, in unity and hope, together we soar. From the mountains high to the oceans wide, we face the storms, we've turned the tides. With courage we stood in the darkest night, hand in hand we fought for the promised light. America's tomorrow.
Wow. Well, this is very exciting. I'm here with a fantastic woman, the Prime Minister of Italy. Does everybody know? Giorgia Meloni. Wow. And she's...
That's right.
And they said he's not allowed to do it, he's not allowed to do it. And they convinced him that he wasn't allowed to do it, our vice president.
Together we soar, from the mountains high to the ocean.
And she's been doing it for a very long time. They called her crazy for years when she was calling out pity. And guess what? She was right. So Miss Jaguar, I love you.
America's tomorrow, we